That's right.
Does it matter?
Good evening, Melrosians the world over. I'm Tom Catalini.
I'm Sam Hammer.
I'm Tom Shampoo.
And I'm Jen LeClaire.
And this is Let's Talk Melrose. Melrose. It's a show where Melrosians talk to Melrosians about Melrose. And that's what we're here to do tonight. People were scattered. People, when I say people, the co-hosts, we were scattered all over town, and we've now converged.
Into the wind and back again.
Into the wind and back again. We've converged at the epicenter, powered by MMTV. Here we are, LTMM. If it's Tuesday night at 8:30, we're live talking about Melrose, and we come together. We spread out to see the four corners of Melrose, and we come back together to discuss it with giddy excitement. Right, Tom?
Oh, I'm giddy. I can't believe it. Sam and I shot over to Follow Your Arts down there on Main Street. Fantastic place, fantastic people. And tonight, Jane Roper had her book launch for her book, The Society of Shame. Boom, look at that. Oh, I love it.
Well, second book launch. You officially launched it here last week.
That's
true.
Second
She was a guest.
second stage two of the launch.
A lovely guest last Tuesday night. Thank you, Jane, for that. And the book is out officially today. You can buy it at Molly's downtown or anywhere you find books. There's the book right there. I'm going out to her launch event Thursday night, so I'm going to get my copy then. But Sam has her fresh copy, newly signed.
Yes. They were like introducing her, and she's about to go on. I was like, "Can you just hold on a second?" And I
have to sign Sam's book first.
Yeah. And then her
yes,
kid,
we read. I love it.
Yes, we read.
Oh, that's good.
There's a hashtag in the book that's Yes We Bleed. It's very funny. It's a very funny book. Well,
she's still clever. She had a very clever Facebook post today.
Yes, and then we stayed until after I guess the part of the book. I don't know, Shampoo, if you want to describe this a little bit more, but there's a part of like a talk show with a male host and two male guests talking about this movement that's in the book.
So it's a female movement. It's a women empowerment book kind of story, and all that stuff. And there's this mansplaining scene where three guys are explaining what's going on, and it's very funny. And Mayor Paul was one of the three who acted this out. There we go. Yeah, so there were three guys reading the scene. It was actually really funny, I thought.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we stayed for that. That was funny.
It was kind of funny, yeah. Anyway, but now we're back, as you pointed out.
Now we're back.
Now we're here. We're here on the show.
And then I ran, and I had to come to Tom's house because the mother fox ran across the street, and so I had to go in and check out these cuties. This is not my video, but this is from earlier tonight about our new neighbors.
Look at that.
Neighbors, they're so cute.
They come out twice a day. They come out twice a day, and they run around my backyard. And I mean, they're great. There's seven of them. There's 7 kits. They're called. They're called kits. But anyway,
this show does not disappoint. It's got like reasonably somewhat informed news and cute animal videos. Like
I want to add like Benny Hill music or something to as they run around.
Well, and the beauty is, if history is any indication, the cubs of those foxes will settle themselves under my shed next year.
It's lovely. It's a circle of life, Tom.
Yes.
Nobody wants to leave the neighborhood. That's
right.
I get it.
Anyway, so that's
the other reason that no one wants. Well, we should bring this into the news because there's another reason that no one wants to leave your neighborhood.
What's that?
Well, Tom has a new segment. You said.
Oh yes, yeah. So we should go into the news officially before we launch this new segment.
I was going to ask questions first about the weekend. Do we want to discuss the recycling event, or is that part of the news?
That's in there somewhere.
Okay.
There was an event that happened?
Yeah, because I went. I was going to say we went to the recycling event.
I'd like to hear about that.
Oh my gosh, my wife is thrilled for this. Like in November, I can't wait for the spring recycling event.
Get stuff out of here.
It's the electronics and other IT related technological kind of things to be recycled. So they had the event. It's at the high school. I went with a neighbor who has a giant van, and we put it in all kinds of stuff. I brought up.
Oh, I stuck some things in that van before you took off.
Oh, yeah. So I brought an air conditioner and an old TV, old flat screen TV, and then we had some other stuff. And so we went. The high school was from 10 to like 2 or 3 o'clock, and they had a little drive around thing. They had cones, and you had to go this way and that way, and then drop off stuff here, drop off stuff there. It was very well organized, and I was pleased to get rid of some stuff from the basement. But nice to have these events. There's also styrofoam recycling, the packaged kind, the white styrofoam. They had clothing drive and other things happening too. When we left, there was a line out the high school parking lot getting ready to come in. So it was quite busy.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity to hold off on the news one more second, because this is a perfect opportunity. Later next week, before LTMM, next Tuesday at 6:30, you can watch. The city is sponsoring a webinar in partnership with the Department of Environmental Protection and several other surrounding cities and towns, called Stories of Our Stuff, the recycling and secondhand industry across the world. And so the whole webinar is designed, they have 3 panelists, and you learn, it says the webinar peels the curtain back on how electronics are recycled in China, how broken TVs in Ghana are repaired using components from old TVs, how recycling works in Mumbai, and how our most common recyclables here in Massachusetts, like aluminum, paper, plastic, and glass, are recycled into new products. So they have these 3 panelists who are experts in that field. This one guy, this caught my eye. I actually put this book in my Amazon cart. Although I should check and see if it's at Molly's first. This one guy, Adam Minter, he's the author of a book called Secondhand: Travels in the New Global Garage Sale.
Wow.
Me at that sounds fascinating. It's like sort of where stuff ends up and how it's used elsewhere in the world and stuff like this. It seemed interesting. So anyway,
that's cool.
So you can follow up that thing.
Wow. 3-hour webinar. Great. 3 hours.
Well,
Michael, my time.
That's a lot of.
They're factoring in the LTMM break in the middle that everyone will.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a little too long. And then I don't know if I want to know where all that stuff goes. I learn what I need to know from those Instagram reels. I was watching one the other day about recycling glass. And it's sort of fascinating. It also looks like completely unsafe working conditions. I don't know what's happening or where in the globe this is happening, but there's a lot. Like recycling sounds great, but when you see the process, there's a lot of energy going into this, and does not seem like the ideal. So my daughter reminded me of this, or taught me this, or retaught me this. Reduce, number 1, reuse, number 2, recycle is actually the 3rd choice. Right. That said, I don't want to be too down on it, because it is great to hear the report that people want to do the right thing. And, in Melrose, back in the day, people would just bury stuff in their yards.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Just like dig a hole and just.
I think that's what those foxes are doing. That's what those foxes are doing.
That's what they're doing.
Digging something.
Shampoo household recycling program.
Well, actually, so Tom and Linda actually have very little to no garbage like every week. I'd watch a webinar on that.
It came up. So it's actually true. We put a trash bag out every other week. 1 kitchen bag. That's our trash.
Wow, that's
so I don't know how we manage, but the kids are out. Kids are in college, and so that's like half of the trash, right? So anyway.
Well, maybe we'll just sit back for the 3-hour webinar, get a vanilla steamer, and tune in. But now, of course, it's time for the news and our new segment. What is Bill Butler up to? So we need a Bill Butler update.
Oh, yeah.
On the news, because if you follow this guy, it's really actually too much to keep up with. But a couple of things came across the social media stream that I just wanted to point out. He was sworn in as a trustee of the Beebe estate, and it actually cannot be here tonight or tuned in because they're having a trustees meeting right now.
Wow.
But Bill, there he is taking the oath downtown. Very, very appropriately, photoed for the record in black and white.
It looks like an old-timey photo, yeah.
Awesome. And he's also so the BB is one of his passions. Is Tom frozen or is he
one of his many things?
not.
No, I was just waiting for you to finish speaking. Sam speaks.
That's also a new segment.
Sam speaks. I don't want to miss anything. Bill's all over town. He's taking care of so many different things. The BB estate. He's in the Rotary. I think he's on the trustees for Memorial Hall. This, that, the other. But again, this week he's also doing a happy hour at the Knights of Columbus on Friday from 4:30 to 7. Happy hour for a cause. I think it's actually like complimentary drinks right there, open bar, and the tips all go. So
what's the location other than 23 West Foster?
So it's the Knights of Columbus, the bar upstairs on the second floor.
Yeah.
So these guys are covering, he and his partner there are covering the bar tab. They're volunteer bartenders. They're tip certified and all of that. And all of the tips, money that you give goes directly to the cause, which is EDENMA. It's an organization that helps end homeless permanently, gets people permanently placed in a home, and all the services and things that go with that. So
what a guy.
There's so many. These are two things that came across my desk this week, but I think there's enough stuff that we might need a new segment. The Bill Butler, what's Bill up to this week?
The Bill Butler 10 minutes of update on Bill Butler. Yeah.
Where's Bill?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he has another big update coming.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't know if you guys are on his chamber email. I think that's how I got it, right, Jen? Did you get the thing?
Yeah, it's public. There's a big gala. They're doing a big. Is that what you're talking about, Sam?
Nope, something else. But go ahead with the gala. No, this guy's about town.
Yeah, he is. Okay, maybe I know about the other thing. I'm not sure.
So there's a October 14th. There will be a black tie gala
I've seen that
gala at Memorial Hall. Black tie optional. Pants required.
I was going to say,
I just
black tie optional. So you have the option of that or nothing, right?
But the other thing that he's putting out soon, and we'll definitely have him come on the show. I don't think I'm scooping anything on the scoop. But he's putting out like a massive coupon book.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
For businesses around massive coupon book.
Yeah.
So we got the email, I think it was because we're part of the chamber, and I couldn't think of anything to put in the book. Like, what would we offer people?
Is it? If it's not too late, I want to put a coupon in.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Okay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you giving?
Well, we are going to do something fantastic. LTMM should be a part of that. Wow, that's awesome to hear, because he does those postcards. They like promote his real estate business, but on the back, he's always promoting a local business, either through some kind of discount commerce or the Creative Alliance, I think was on the last mailer. So he's always promoting something real. Bill is woven himself into the fabric of the community, and he's just giving back in all sorts of ways.
Bigly.
We need to have him on the show. I mean, this is like a whole show about Bill right now. He's not even here.
Should I just go over Stevie's home?
Just knock on his door.
Actually, let me see. I don't.
He's at the meeting. He's at the meeting time.
Oh, that's right. He's at the BB Estate Trustees meeting.
How many trash bags does he have out there?
No, that was this morning.
Yeah. That could be part of the report. Okay. All right. So who's up next in the news? There's more news. This looks like a Jen item coming up.
What is it? Okay, I can do that one. So the city of Melrose has already awarded, as part of the pandemic recovery, economic recovery grants to 30 small businesses and nonprofits. So that was the first round of ARPA-funded recovery grants that came out of the city and the mayor's office. Lauren Gremick, Director of Economic Development for the city, spearheaded that initiative. So there's still funding available, which is amazing. So so deadline. So they're introducing a new round of funding. Applications are being accepted now. You can go to the city's website. Then the deadline for the next round of funding is April 21st. So these are grant programs intended to address issues like staffing challenges and any costs incurred during COVID-19. So, some time has gone by. I think people can still use the boost and the recovery money. So if you had expenses as a small business or a nonprofit with regard to having to implement safety measures, creating or enhancing digital adaptation during COVID, or just even operating costs. Just it was more expensive during that time to operate a business with, for most people and nonprofits, less revenue during that time, events shut down, and et cetera. So these the funds are to help mitigate the negative financial impact from COVID. So priority is to applicants who can demonstrate financial loss related to the pandemic, as well as applicants serving groups more adversely impacted by the pandemic. So you have to contact Lauren directly, L. Grimmick. We'll put it in the chat, but Lauren L. Grimmick at cityofmelrose.org, and there's a phone number, and there's copies of the application materials available at the mayor's office as well. cityofmelrose.org/business also gets you the information.
Yeah, we're not quite a business yet, are we? Not this year.
No.
Monkey business.
No.
Cool.
All right. Good to hear that.
Get that money. Go get it.
Yes, go get it.
Next up, right? There we go. The mayor's office is seeking volunteers to join. The Parks Commission has some open spots, as does the Historic District Commission, which is not the same thing as the Historical Commission, which is the board that I sit on. So the Parks Commission oversees design, construction, alterations, repair, maintenance, and management of public parks and squares, playgrounds, and other open spaces. They also care and manage Mount Hood Golf Course and the park related to that.
I like that.
Stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
do
nice.
like that Mount Hood management.
I think they
pretty
can
good.
have a
manage
drink cart now.
something.
Is it true that they can have a drink cart now up there?
I thought it was voted down. That was a couple of years ago, whatever it was, right?
Jen,
It was-
your eye roll. I could hear it from here.
Sports ball. Well, whether you can or cannot get a beer out on the course, they're looking for volunteers for the Parks Commission.
I was gonna slyly Google it on the side, but my space bar doesn't work, so I still can't.
Remember, all the letters together.
All right.
Use your AI
I'm trying to inform people.
to figure it
Sorry.
out.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to get through the meetings are the second Monday of the month at 7 p.m. at Mount Hood Golf Clubhouse. The Historic District Commission,
Or without drinks. We're not
with
sure.
or without drinks. We'll find out. The Historic District Commission reviews proposed architectural changes to the downtown historic district, making sure that to preserve and protect that distinctive and significant characteristics of the buildings and places, and encourages new designs compatible with existing buildings in and across the district. That has a lot of other information, but they're going to meet the second Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. as well in City Hall. So if you have an interest in either of these.
Not to be confused with the Historical Commission.
Right. I do not want people to be confused by that. The Historical Commission has an open seat as well. We have some resumes coming in, some interest coming in.
Oh, good.
For that as well.
Let's get some creative thinkers on all of these, on all of these boards.
Yeah, that would be great.
Placekeeping, placemaking, creative thinkers on these committees. If you're out there.
Yeah.
There, I just put the website and you select apply.
Yes.
So go get it.
What kind of qualifications do you need? Do you need any qualifications?
I think interest in the position is a good qualification. That's a good start.
Okay, interest.
Okay.
No, sometimes there's like there's zoning board or something, and you're supposed to actually have legit skills in the field. But
yeah,
Well,
I think you're right.
The Historic District Commission one says that the Parks Commission one didn't say anything, but the Historic District Commission one says a passion for architectural details, critical thinking skills, and the ability to voice opinions during public meetings. Those are the qualities.
Check.
Yeah, no kidding. Voice opinions.
Oh, interesting. Have you clicked on this, Jen? It still says you're on the Cultural Council. Have you clicked on this link before? The boards and commissions
one? No.
It's pretty interesting. It has all the boards and commissions.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can go. I wish I could share my screen, but
I
you
was
can
there
go look at the folks that are David Thimble. We know
Yes.
that guy. He's
He's
also
on
on
the,
the BB
He's on
estate
the BB stage, yeah.
with Bill. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't
I
know
think
that.
it's a new position, I think, for him. It's a new opportunity.
Yes, it's his first term as of
Oh,
January
he's-
17th, 2023.
Yeah, he's a good person for that. That's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
a really good, he's
Wow.
fantastic.
All right. I love this.
Yeah.
All right. I sent it around
Wait,
already.
you have a
but-
question.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Linda Granfield, great question.
We know the guy to reach out to. That's a
Yeah. So
Jim Bennett.
those come, Jim Bennett writes all those things, and they're really fantastic write-ups. So thank you, Linda, for mentioning that.
I have
We had a meeting last night. I saw Jim Bennett last night. He does come to the meetings and often sits in to kind of weigh in and listen. I'm not sure. That's a great question, but he does write those up, and he does post them. So hopefully we'll get more of those coming in.
Usually it's
and
around a
listeners.
particular month or a theme. So he'll do a bunch of posts for Black History Month or Women's History Month.
Mhm.
I suspect we might be seeing more things coming from him soon in May for like AAPI month, perhaps.
Okay.
We'll see. Yeah.
And we should also acknowledge that Linda is international. Thank
Yay.
you, Linda Granfield.
Oh my God. Very cool.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
Nice.
Worldwide.
Yes.
We are.
So is that Central Time Zone that she's watching this during dinner?
Toronto might be East Coast. It might be same time zone. Did you say Toronto?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
did say
Green
that.
Street. She's from Green Street.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
What's next on our list here?
Well, we already talked about the webinar, so I think we're done with the news, other than things that are coming up in town.
Do you want to hear the news of my futon giveaway gone awry?
I don't know how to answer that question. I'm afraid to answer that question.
Can I first see what Sam, before I answer that, can I first check in with what Sam was going to say?
I'd like to see what's behind door number 2 right now. Thank you very much.
Oh, my little note I put in here about a quick school update. That one?
Yes, that.
Oh,
We already
so
talked.
yes, I wanted to confirm that our our strong speculation last week about having an interim superintendent is true. We will be hiring an interim. And also, while that's happening, can we please get back to talking about the budget more? Superintendent is extremely important, and also we need to stay aware of the school budget that is being discussed for next year. So
Yeah.
peace. Thank you.
Let's talk about it more next week, right after we talk about Tom's futon.
I have a legit question about after we talk about Tom's futon.
No, please no.
So does anybody know the process for the interim hiring? Like, is it somebody that we already know and we're just going to slide that person in?
I
for
don't
a
know.
year?
All I have heard is that the process is a public one.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think they're looking at see if there's somebody internal first,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
right.
That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got. But it is a public process, so I believe we should be able to watch it unfold. We'll see.
Well, beware if you go looking for the interim on Facebook Marketplace, and I can tell you why. So we all know and love buy nothing, right? And sometimes you want to give away something for free, and you want it just to go to a good home. So I posted my futon, which I primed ChatGPT to be a professional sales copywriter and write some good copy for me, and post it up there. And I got a bite right away, and then that fell apart, and then everything went stale. I conferred with Mr. Dugan last night at the YMCA and decided I should delete and repost, just like, like how long has that futon been on the market kind of thing. Oh yeah, that's right. That's after we discussed just bringing it up to his garage straight up. So then I cross-posted today to Facebook Marketplace. And so if you've got a busy day at work, but you want some background chatter pinging at you on your phone all day, go to Facebook Marketplace, because you have to have like 7 deals going at the same time, because 6 of them are going to fall apart to maybe get the last one, and I'm looking. So finally, and I don't do this very often, but then you figure out, like, you click on who sent you that comment. Is this still available? And they're in like New York or something. I'm like, it's so then I had to navigate like several different conversations at once to figure out, like, okay, who can come get it tonight? blah 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 blah, and all of that, and it's ongoing. I think I closed the deal at the end of the night with a woman who's going to come by tomorrow to
All right.
pick it
All
up.
right.
But I had
Good.
gone so far as to somebody in a neighboring town. I offered to put it in my minivan and drive it over there, and that's when I got radio silence. And so the deals fall apart in all kinds of unexpected ways. But
Well,
Yeah,
if
for all
anybody's
kinds of
interested in stools, I got 6 of them ready to go. They're ready. They're ready for you on my porch. $30.
This is a new segment. Facebook Marketplace on the show.
Come and get my stools.
I didn't see that post.
A new Sam
A standard
stool.
size metal.
Yep.
How many? You have 6.
I have 6 left. 2 went.
I just need
yesterday.
5,
Six
so you'd
left.
have to keep one.
Why do you have
6 left.
from our basement.
all those? Oh, you had that many? Wow.
Well,
Wow.
we had
We have a-
2 upstairs.
A top fan is curious if you have samples that he can check out first before he commits.
Samples of the
Stools. He
futon
wants a
or the
stool
stool?
sample. I think he had a vanilla steamer this afternoon.
Terrible.
Oh, brother.
Anyway.
We're off the rails. How do we get off the rails?
Well, welcome
Well,
to
We have a
Marketplace.
legitimate answer to a legitimate question, which
Yeah.
I want to address, which is Melissa, thank you for that. The question about the interim superintendent.
This is cool.
Oh, by
They
April
hope to have someone
28th.
hired
Oh,
by
that's right.
April
Yes, I
28th.
did see that.
So that's real information. Thank you, Melissa.
It's a
Appreciate
good
that.
thing that the people watching know something. All right. So last thing. Arts and culture events and things happening around Melrose this weekend and beyond. If you're available Thursday night, stop by. There's an art exhibit by local Melrose photographer Mel Madden at the Worklery on Thursday night after work.
It's good stuff. I had a sneak peek.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And then April 8th, of course, is the Human Rights Commission Community Iftar celebration at Memorial Hall. So that should be, I'm really looking forward to that. That should be great.
This coming weekend, yeah.
Celebrate with your friends and neighbors.
Can
and
I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, finish up. Sorry, I thought you were done.
I was going to say, to find out more about what's going on in April, later in April and beyond, there's more stuff like the Melrose Arts Festival and Melrose Drama's doing Mean Girls. You can find all that on the Melrose Creative Alliance website, and you can have all of that emailed directly to you if you subscribe to their newsletter.
Nice.
Okay, a compliment and a new segment idea.
Okay, yes. Also, I have this sconce. If anybody's interested, it's beautiful.
Is it
Still
still
in the box?
installed?
No, it's not on my wall. That's
That's
still
the,
in the box. Still in the
yeah.
box.
Oh, indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. It's bronze and black. It's beautiful.
That
Does not look
cute.
like a standard size
But-
bulb. What
but
kind of bulb we
apparently
have in there?
Not beautiful enough.
Well,
It's a gorgeous item. I don't like it at all, but somebody out there will like it.
I do. Somebody else.
I love it very much. The place for it was too low, and then it was not going to work. So,
Oh, gotcha.
I have a few other things if you're just.
Yeah. What do you got?
I like this segment. So our last viewer commenter said something about this is like that radio show, I guess, in New York or
New
sorry,
Hampshire.
a show in New Hampshire. There's a country station in New Hampshire that does Sunday yard sale. We could provide a great service for people. Like, just send us pictures of your hard to get rid of stuff, all the stuff that nobody's taking on Buy Nothing or on Facebook Marketplace, and we'll pitch it. We'll market it for you.
I think we should be careful and say we'll try to get rid of it. We can't guarantee anything.
Well, we'll get rid of it from your house. Don't bring it anywhere. Don't bring it down to this. Don't bring it down to the station. I used to listen to shows. I used to listen to shows like this, which are fascinating. What is
I have
that?
about over 100 Hummels. If anybody's
Oh, look
looking
at
for
that.
over 100 different types of Hummels, they're all different, all unique, all very cute and
Emily?
valuable.
Mhm.
So maybe we open the news with a Bill Butler segment. What's Bill up to? And then we close with the Hummel trade off.
Hummel of the week.
Every
Hummel
week,
Hummel of the week.
give away a Hummel every week to a top fan. I think we should give away a Hummel a week to a top fan or to any fan.
That's what we have. We can put coupons in Bill Butler's book. Coupons for the Hummels.
There you go.
I think
Free
we should
Hummel.
take the Hummels like break them into little pieces and put them back
Shame on you.
in
No.
different ways, different heads on different Hummels.
I'm gonna buy them all. I want to buy them all, and I want to do that project.
It's a new art project. That's right.
Yeah, totally.
Put like a one arm on a different person. Like,
Oh my God.
I love
Mix and match. Humble
humble
mix and match.
parts.
Humble parts. From humble beginnings.
Humble
Hummel. It's Hummel, not humble.
The Hummel.
Hummel beginnings and Hummel endings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Vanilla
that
steamers.
sounds like a.
I said blasphemous. You can't talk like that.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a
that's
cute-
true. I'm no longer a part of this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, although Linda wants them shipped to Canada, we can arrange this. We'll arrange freight shipping to Canada.
Yeah, it comes by. It comes by like train though. It'll take like 16 weeks to get there, but we'll get it up to Canada. Don't worry about it.
And the Hummel, and it'll cost like 6 times as much as the Hummel costs to
Right.
get it up there.
Bill Butler is going to deliver it directly.
Oh, that's a coupon.
Wow,
Yes.
that's like a prize. One of those auction prizes. Bill Butler
Do we
hand
know-
delivering lunch and a Hummel.
Do we know what any of the other coupons are, or is it just a solicitation to participate at this
We saw
point?
a
It
few
was
in
to
the email.
participate. It was to participate, I think. But
Yeah.
I wonder.
I mean, he
so
had
we're gonna have
some
to talk to him
options, yeah.
offline. We're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have to brainstorm and figure this out.
I want to offer like a half hour of like prime fox watching in
Oh,
my backyard.
yeah.
Right, Zen moment.
That's cute.
Zen moment of little baby foxes.
yeah. All right, guys. We probably Melrose is going to get sick of us here if we.
All right. Well,
Never.
mail in your show ideas to P.O. Box 1234 Main Street, Melrose.
Main Street
Or
anywhere.
Send us.
staff, or email us at staff@letstalkmelrose.com. Did we get that back up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You were running it. Is
Oh,
that? Do we
All right,
test
give
it?
me 48 hours.
Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to MMTV, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
All right. In the meantime,
We'll
we'll
see you around town.
town.